In this video, I'm going to break down the design of this custom boat cover frame, and this is made out of steel, and it comes from James, who posted this in our community a while back, and he made this to be a cover and kind of winterization project for his boat, and he made it entirely out of off-the-shelf EMT electrical conduit that you can get off the shelf at different hardware and home improvement stores in the electrical aisle. And then he joined those pieces of conduit together with something that we manufacture in upstate South Carolina, and those are clamps that allow you to build all kinds of different things with EMT conduit. And you can see here, this is made to sit on top of the frame, and it has a really cool design that makes it, really easy to set up, and you just put it on top of the boat, and then when you cinch down the tarp and the cover, then it will protect the boat, and you don't have to secure anything to the boat itself. It just kind of sits in place and then is secured when you pull it down, and that's thanks to this triangle design. And we're just going to break down the different connectors that he used and the different techniques he used to build this, and you can customize this for really any boat and for any thing that you want to customize about this. And you can just cut EMT conduit with a rotating pipe and tube cutter that works really well and is really easy to use, and you can customize the dimensions for this frame really easily with that. And then the connectors that we manufacture and that you'll use, you just need a 5mm hex wrench to put those together, so there's no drilling, no welding, anything like that. And we'll just kind of go ahead and break down the design of this. So as I mentioned, this is basically a triangular design that has a kind of a single roof peak at the very top. And the way he designed this, you can see that it kind of goes up. If we look and start at this side, it has pieces of conduit that extend up, and then they kind of arch over and then go down the other side as well. And the way he did that was using, you could use a handheld tubing bender if you want to, kind of get to EMT conduit and then bend that arch into the very top. You could do that, or you can get some of the off-the-shelf pre-bent 90-degree angles, and essentially you can buy those where it's just going to be a 90-degree bend already in place, and then you can use either off-the-shelf couplings or the couplings that we manufacture to secure that to the vertical pieces that are coming up to the peak. So if you look closely up there, you can see that he's got the arch up there, and that is the pre-bent 90-degree, and then you can get the off-the-shelf couplings, and then I would recommend taking out the set screws and replacing those with self-drilling screws, and then that will make it easier to secure the empty conduit and make it more long-lasting. But essentially, you're just going to need that arch at the very top of these pieces of conduit, and then you're going to secure that arch with the couplings just like that on every single arch. So you're just going to use the couplings to secure these long legs that are coming up from the edge of the boat and extending up here, the ones we highlighted in blue. You're just going to use the couplings to secure those to the arch at the top. And then at the very top of this first peak on the edge, and as well as the peak on the other end, he's using a maker pipe T-connector to grab onto that. And then the horizontal piece comes out of that T-connector, goes down to a 180-degree connector that he has here, which essentially connects that arch in the middle, that pre-bent 90, and then these two other pieces of conduit from the horizontal, those are also coming out of it. And the 90-degree connector is a really common connector that we see in situations like this because it allows you to have that middle connection as well as the other two, and it terminates those connections so you don't have to worry about getting a longer length than the 10-foot that you'll find off the shelf. You can just use the 180 to extend that length, and it makes it really easy to do that. And then here on this end, we have another T connector, and it's just kind of a repeated design of the other end. So essentially, that's how you start this frame. You just have that roof peak, and then you have these pieces of conduit with the pre-bent 90s in there. And you could essentially just, get those off the shelf. You just need 4 of those if you build this exactly the same, or you could add more ribs just depending on the size of your boat. But essentially, you could just start by putting those in and then build this ridge pole out with the T connectors on the end, the 180s, and then those pre-bent 90s in place. And then you can go down these sides and you can add these angled pieces down from the sides that connect with the couplings up there, as I mentioned. And these will just go up like that. And before you customize the dimensions or try to get this dimension correct, what I would recommend doing is just putting like 10-foot pieces of conduit in the coupling up there, kind of securing it loosely in place, and then seeing how far it sticks off the edge. And then you could kind of get the measurement that you need based off of that, and then you could just trim off the ends, cut off the end there, and then have this piece that you cut off there. So you could do that. That's an easy way to figure out the measurements without trying to figure it out ahead of time. That's something to do. Something you could do. And then here we can see he's essentially just bracing between those two angled pieces coming off of it. And so to do that, he's just grabbing onto those. I think this was before we had the adjustable angle connector. So he's probably just using the 45-degree connector that we manufacture in between those two angled braces coming off there. You could use the adjustable angle connector if you wanted to. Might make it a little bit easier to get that angle exactly right. But essentially just using the 45 or the adjustable on the two angled pieces just to add that crossbar. And then of course he did that all the way down for a total of 4 times. And then we can see it looks like on each side he kind of reinforced and joined the the angles or the triangles together. And he just did that by repeating the same design that's at the very top, using the T connector here, the 180, another 180, and then another T connector here. So pretty much just the same design as the roof up there, just on the sides. He did it on this side as well as the other side, just to kind of add some support to that. And that's pretty much the main part of the frame. And then we can see that he used some more of the MakerPipe T connectors and 45-degree connectors to just grab on to the angled bars in a couple different places, and just added a couple more pieces of conduit coming out of there and then going down the side off the edge of the boat, just on the front, and then did the same thing in the back here in a couple places we can see. And then to finish this off, he basically just used pool noodles on the end, just cut those up, added those so it's kind of a protection point between the conduit and between his boat. As you can see there, that's a really simple thing to do to kind of protect your boat, and that's how he kind of finished off the frame, by just adding those to the end of the legs. So to break this down, you just have, remember that ridge pole up there at the very top, and then you have the same design on the sides. So that would be, let's see, let's just go ahead and use different color here. So T connector there, T connector, T connector at the very top, and then you've got this T connector here, and then T connector here and here, there, and there. So that's 6 T connectors, and then you've got the 180, 180, 180, 180. So that's 6 180s as well. And then you've got the 45-degree connectors to add those cross braces. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see, 6, 7, 8. So then 8 45-degree connectors for the cross braces between the two angled sides. And then I think he used all 45-degree connectors to grab on to add these support poles. So 2 more. And then 2 more. So what is that? 4, 12. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah. 12 45-degree connectors, 6 T connectors, and then 6 180-degree connectors to build out this frame. And that should be everything that you need, unless I missed any there, I'm pretty sure. But that should be the total amount of connectors that you need. And then the amount of conduit that you need, it just depends on your dimensions. And I think he used 3/4 inch EMT conduit, which works perfect for this kind of thing. That's usually the size that we see people pick up. So you can just get 3/4 inch EMT. And we have that finished there pretty much. And then we can go to this next picture and we can see where he's got the tarp over top of it, and he's got that cinched down to the boat. And because of that angle design, it's kind of pulling it down, but the way the frame is designed, it's keeping it from pulling apart. So he has that nice ridge pull, so snow and things can slide right off, but the boat and part of the trailer is being protected. So this is a really cool build. Thanks so much to James for sharing this. And if you have any questions about this, feel free to leave those down below, and I'll do my best to answer it. Hopefully this gave you some inspiration for your own boat cover. Thanks so much again to James for posting this, and thanks you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video.